Jess prepares to take Tommy, her autistic son, on a boat trip with her friend Greg and hears the doorbell ring, but no one is there. Jess drives to a Florida harbor without Tommy, explaining that he is at school, and boards Greg's boat with his deckhand Victor, his married friends Sally and Downey, and Sally's friend Heather. At sea, a storm approaches, and while Greg radios the Coast Guard, he picks up a distress signal from a woman frantically pleading help. The woman says that someone is killing everyone but is cut off before she can provide her location. The storm capsizes the boat, and Heather is swept away by the ocean. The others climb onto the overturned boat when the storm clears. The survivors board an ocean liner as it passes. It appears to be deserted despite the fact that they saw the silhouette of a person on the bridge deliberately ignoring their cries for help, and there is fresh food in the dining room. Jess experiences a sense of déjà vu as they explore the ship. They find Jess's keys near a display case for Eolus, the ship's namesake. Jess spots someone watching them and Victor gives chase. She and Greg find "Go to theater" written in blood on a mirror, but Greg insists it is just the crew playing a prank. Jess returns to the dining room, where the food is now rotting. Victor, covered in blood, tries to kill Jess but she fights him off. She hears gunfire and follows it to a theater, where Greg lies dead of a gunshot. Sally and Downey say that Greg told them Jess shot him. A masked shooter kills them and chases Jess. She disarms the shooter, who tells her, "You have to kill them, it's the only way to get home," before falling overboard. She hears yelling and sees a second set of Jess and the others arrive on Greg's capsized boat and spot her as the earlier unseen figure. The second set of people board the boat. Jess is spotted when she drops her keys near the display case, and she attempts to warn Victor too when he chases her, only to accidentally impale his head on a wall hook. She finds dozens of the shooter's outfits, several shotguns, her own locket, and a note saying to kill them all when they board, written in her own handwriting. She takes a shotgun, intending to change the pattern. But the shooter, a third Jess repeating the loop, kills Greg and Downey too before mortally wounding Sally too. The first Jess chases Sally too, who sends the distress signal heard on Greg's boat. Jess catches up to her on a deck filled with dozens of Sally corpses, and Sally succumbs to her wound as, below them, the second Jess kills the shooter Jess. The overturned boat returns again with another copy of Jess and the others, and Jess realizes the loop restarts once everyone is killed. Desperate to stop the loop, Jess sets everything from the first loop into motion, and cloaks her face using a burlap bag as a makeshift mask. After she is disarmed during the fight on the front deck, she urges her counterpart to kill everyone, and the second Jess knocks the original overboard. She awakens washed ashore and discovers that it is the same morning. She returns home and watches from outside her house as her original morning self yells abusively at Tommy out of anger toward his autism. Apparently vowing to herself to change, she distracts her counterpart with the doorbell, then kills her, puts the bag body in the car trunk, and leaves with Tommy. A seagull hits their windshield and dies, but when she picks it up and disposes of it, she sees a pile of dead seagulls. Realizing that she is still trapped in the loop, Jess hurriedly drives away, but crashes into a truck. Tommy is killed on impact, and the double of Jess from the trunk is seen dead at the scene. In the aftermath, the real Jess stands watching the accident scene. A bystander, viewing Tommy, utters the crucial words, "Nothing can bring him back." A taxi driver